Hello Eurofans, welcome to Eurovision Now. Here every week you'll find the latest news from the biggest music competition in the world. We start this week's video with the Malta Eurovision Song Contest. This year there was only one semi-final and a grand final. The semi-final took place on January 15th, and the grand final was held on Saturday, January 17th. After a very competitive night, Aiden won the contest with the song Bella, and will now represent Malta at Eurovision in Vienna. Aiden won MESC with 170 points from the public, 113 points from the jury, and 283 points overall. Sarah Bonici, who won MESC in 2024 and represented Malta at Eurovision 2024 in Sweden, was also there on Saturday night supporting Aiden. That same Saturday night, Moldova's national selection also took place, marking the country's return to Eurovision. In that contest, the band Satoshi won with 36 points and the song Viva Moldova. The band will now represent Moldova at Eurovision. Israel also held its usual national selection for Eurovision. The final of Hakokav Haba took place on January 20th, with 4 artists competing in the final. Noam Betten ended up winning the contest and will now represent Israel at Eurovision. During this week, the artists who will represent Switzerland and Georgia at Eurovision were also announced. Veronica Fusaro was chosen to represent Switzerland, and her song will be released on March 11th. A total of 493 songs were submitted, but Veronica's song was the one selected. After several rumors, Georgia announced that the trio Bzikebi will represent the country at Eurovision. The trio represented Georgia at Junior Eurovision 2008, which they won, and in 2025 they announced their return with an interval act at Junior Eurovision, which took place in Georgia. The song Bzikebi will perform at Eurovision this year will be released at a later date.
Hello everybody, we are the group Bzikebi, and how crazy to say this that we will be representing Georgia at the Eurovision Song Contest 2026. See you in Vienna!
The EBU also announced the Eurovision Live Tour 2026, where this summer the EBU will host live concerts in 10 different cities across Europe, featuring 10 artists from the 2026 Grand Final and other iconic Eurovision acts. The artists for Norway's MGP have been revealed, and among them it is confirmed that Eurovision icon Alexander Rybak is back and will try to represent Norway at Eurovision this year. The artists competing in this year's MGP are Storm, Silke, Mileo, Leonardo Amor, Jonas Love, Hedda May, Emma and Alexander Rybak. Alexander Rybak's song Rise is already available, along with a new album. Some rumors suggest that Sissel, who represented Denmark at Eurovision 2025, will take part in Denmark's Melody Grand Prix. The artists will be revealed tomorrow, January 22nd. The songs from the national selections Sing for Greece 2026, UMK, Vidbeer and Dora are already available, as well as the artists who will compete in Poland's national selection, Polskie Kwalifikacje. And to wrap up this week's Eurovision Now, the songs from Festival da Canção, Portugal's national selection, will be released tomorrow, January 22nd. And that's how we end the very first Eurovision Now. Subscribe so you don't miss anything, and I'll see you next week.